Revamped Kimmy tutorial.
These are the tips and guidelines for skill combo, emblems, and items. But if you are already proficient in using Kimmy, you can also add this to your knowledge. So let's start.
Passive.
We all knew that Kimmy's passive has changed, and it is the Enhance Basic Attack that deals 26% physical damage plus 31% total magic damage. It depends on her energy. If the energy is filled, the Enhance Basic Attack will be triggered, and it can hit multiple targets. Besides, it can also hit the tower from a distance.
Skill combos.
Kimmy's skills are situational, but if you follow my tips, you will definitely have an advantage over the enemy. If you have one enemy nearby, use this combo. Pretty fast, right? Again, first use the second skill to stun an enemy, then third skill for slow and compress in 1 second, and last, first skill for additional damage. The enemy is definitely not going to escape, but if you want to avoid wasting your skill duration, because each skill is 1 second stun, use this combo.
Get back and fight!
First, you have to hit your third skill to an enemy, then aim your second into that circle, and last first skill, so your enemy stun within 2 seconds. It's better to use it on multiple and close enemies. And you should have a tank on the front line that suits your skills like Tigreal and Atlas. And for me, it's better to use Flame Shot if the enemy doesn't have stun or crowd control. This is useful if you are being attacked by melee enemy like Assassin, Fighter, or Tank. However, if the enemies are all stun or crowd control, it is better to use other spells like Flicker or Purify. And finally, this skill combo can also be used to escape or chase the enemy. Just make sure that you hit the skills and you have a backup or support because Kimmy is a squishy hero. Since you got here and still watching on this video, can you please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and I will make sure I get even better at creating content.
Items and emblems.
We all know that Kimmy's passive depends on her basic attack and second skill. So this item suits for her. Feather of Heavens. It gives an attack speed plus magic power. Plus it also has lifesteal plus cooldown reduction. Concentrated energy. It suits Kimmy because of its continuous damage. The longer it hits, the more damage you deal. It also has plus HP and lifesteal. You can also build Starlium Surthy for Kimmy, because it also has lifesteal and enhanced basic attack, but true damage won't work. Can you spot the difference? I prefer to use concentrated energy than the Starlium Scythe. It depends on you if you will build a pure magic, critical, or attack speed. As you can see, a build with DHS and Golden Staff obviously can take down fastly an enemy. And lastly, don't buy the Lightning Truncheon item because the one-hit build will no longer work on Kimmy. She is compatible now for attack speed item. For emblems, I prefer to choose Mage Emblem with a talent of Swift for 10% attack speed, Weapon Master for 5% extra attack and Weakness Finder to immobilize the enemy.
Extra tips and tricks.
You better prioritize second skill for fast clearing up the minion waves. Use third skill to check bush or to have a vision. Tired of aiming your basic attack to your enemies? Go to settings and switch hero lock mode on. Now it's easy to aim basic attack. And finally, here's the last one. If your second skill hit an enemy, you can gain an energy. The more enemy hit, the more energy produce. That's all for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed.